Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, or QNT. But before we fully jump into this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. Also, if you guys do want to get my trading indicators, my exit plans, and all that kind of stuff, you guys are more than welcome to check out NCashOfficial.com. I am having a 35% off sale currently on the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which does include everything on the website as well as all feature content for free. So with that in mind, you guys are more than welcome to go check it out. But let's jump in and talk about QNT. She is very frustrating to be holding for a lot of people who bought at like $300, $200, and whatever the case may be. But we are still in significant profit from our entry points, which I'm not trying to boast about. I'm just saying I know that this looks very bearish. I suspect that we are pretty much at around the bottom stage point for this. I think that the lowest that we go is about $150. Of course, you know, we have to watch Bitcoin closely here and pretty much watch what happens within the market overall. But I think that this is at near perfect, you know, pretty much accumulation points, especially if you guys do know what QNT is doing. You'd pretty much understand how undervalued it is at current levels. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about a few things. I want to talk to you guys about some charts. I want to talk to you guys about some updates and partnerships that are possible. A little bit of speculation, but overall, let's jump into it and let's talk about what is happening with QNT. So first and foremost, we do see a QNT Quant Network will lead a CBDC network, whether we like it or not. Central banks are in on crypto. I believe that Gilbert Verdian, who is the CEO of Quant, can manage it. And we do see here, not that he said it before, but check this out. We like what Visa has done with offline CBDCs. It fits with the retail CBDC need. This is a new technology in space, and everyone is doing their bit to create it. We're laying the infrastructure for CBDCs and making CBDCs interoperable for wholesale and retail CBDCs, domestic and cross-border payments. Now, we also see here CBDCs have accelerated globally, people moving to more cashless transactions, and CBs using wholesale and retail CBDC for access to central bank money and policy. It's a pivotal moment in financial services globally. We're glad we're at the forefront of the technology and the thinking. And if you guys know what QNT has been building, if you know what QNT is focused on, if you know the overall end goal for Quant, you'd know exactly why it is so undervalued at $167. And I've discussed to you guys exactly what they are trying to do, being the network of networks. And I suspect that the future, especially for Overledger itself, is so bright. And of course, when we're talking about Overledger, we are also talking about QNT and Quant, of course. But check this out as well. Shout out to King Solomon for this awesome find. We do see, you know, Mastercard's overall logo up here, and we talk about the Open Wealth API. Now, I'm not saying and I'm not confirming anything. I'm just saying this sounds closely similar to, we already know, QNT. Open Wealth API relates to efforts led by the Open Wealth Association, who brings together financial institutions, wealth techs, and other technical providers to create, operationalize, and manage API standards that cover wealth management related services. Currently, a first version of the API standard is available for testing, covering services related to consumer management, custody services, and securities trading, while a second version of the API is being scoped, covering numerous additional services within the same domain. Pretty interesting. And of course, they are talking more so about, you know, this is the case with Six, which launched B-Link in 2020. B-Link is a platform that connects data providers and data users, i.e. financial institutions, and TPPS via common API compatible APIs. Now, we've been talking about a lot of stuff with Six. We've been talking about SDX. We've been talking about, you know, for example, even the connections with QNT. But I thought this was fairly huge, to say the least, because when we're talking more so about QNT, and we do see here, you know, a lot of people are also talking about QNT. Sounds like, you know, some of what QNT has already solved. Of course, we could only speculate and pretty much make our own assumptions here. There's no real major confirmation with this, but we know that QNT is essentially the API gateway for many of these major use cases, especially leading all the way back to, you know, for example, payment processing and facilitation assets like Mastercard, Visa, and stuff like that. So it would not surprise me. Now, we also see here QNT plus Mastercard. Like I said, the breadcrumbs continue and continue. Today, we're launching the demo app for Overledger 2.0, giving developers the power to create MDApps quickly and simply. And of course, we do see over here that John Taylor, Senior Project Manager of Blockchain at Mastercard, congratulations, incredibly excited for what's to come. We do check here. Blockchain technology at Mastercard. Okay, so it's very interesting, and of course, you do see here QNT plus Visa as well. Very glad to see the reference and adoption of ODAP, Open Digital Asset Protocol by Visa, which we've talked about. We've discussed this, and of course, we even look back at QNT with Oracle, and of course QNT with SIA and MIT, UK government. All of this has been playing out perfectly. And also here's the SDX news, by the way, just so you guys know. LAC chain, CBDCs, financial institutions. There's so much. The breadcrumbs continue on and on. QNT literally has their feet in the water in pretty much every single industry and market around, and it's absolutely crazy to say the least. We also see here Mastercard is preparing its infrastructure for the deployment of CBDCs. This goes back to October 28th. Okay. Now, like I said, a lot of these CBDCs and a lot of these major roles that a lot of these assets play within these markets are really starting to come up and actually come to fruition. Now, we are saying at this point in time, the most likely chance for this kind of technology to work for payments is if it's issued through a government in the form of a CBDC. We said that on a couple of calls before, we said that we will make our network ready to do that and when a government is ready to put out a CBDC that will exist alongside the dollar or the euro as a settlement currency in our network. Now, they also state we can provide a safe place or space, whatever, for government and private sector banks to figure out how they will actually work. In my mind, it doesn't matter what works, even if they choose, Mastercard, if they choose, RippleNet, if they choose whatever the case may be, they still need one thing fully solved. And what is that, you ask? Interoperability. And what is the leading name in the game for interoperability? QNT. Now we do see here QNT still hiring like crazy, still can't keep up with demand, still offers a superior product that is just now becoming relevant, still being shilled by the largest entities in the world, still has the biggest TAM of all. This is my third, 80%, 10K 2025, still my target. Yeah, I think that the prices for this are extremely high, and he's obviously quoting, the Amazon stock where pretty much it dropped in price, and then all of a sudden, boom, it paved the way in terms of massive upside potential. I still think that QNT's upside potential is absolutely massive. We also see here 15 billion transactions a minute, 250 million transactions per second. Is this what the future looks like? Upon completion, EBSI aspires to be facilitating up to 15 billion transactions per minute, a world first for blockchain technology. Fun fact, QNT Overledger, or OVN, can handle 250 million TPS. And of course, when we're looking into this, applications can fully scalable. Overledger currently has connections to 6 DOTs and access to EBSI and LAC chain networks incoming in early 2021. More DOTs will follow in the near future. And we do see here's all those major connections. And of course, the 27 EU member states, of course, major individuals here. And we also see LCX being mentioned here, which we do know partnered with QNT earlier this year as well. So this is pretty big. And in terms of the overall transactions per second, yeah, it's absolutely massive that, Overledger network could handle 250 million transactions per second. It's pretty crazy. Now we also see here QNT will be one project that connects all blockchains under a protocol called TC307. Over 50 countries supporting this protocol to be used and to make blockchains interoperable on a scale never seen before. Similar to how the internet came to be with the TCP/IP protocol to make the internet interoperable. Interoperability is key for mass adoption. In other words, if Bitcoin is digital gold, you would consider QNT digital diamond. Great team, unique concept, actual patents that could lead to semi-monopoly, great connections, but the general public is stupid and think all cryptos are tied directly to Bitcoin when this system is agnostic. Dear communities, check out the above thread if you are seriously looking to confer massive ROI on your crypto investment. In my mind, I do 100% agree here. I think that, QNT is a digital diamond. I think that it is digital diamond if you realistically look at it. There's so much being built within QNT. Also, just so you guys know, let's kind of look into the chart. So QNT has not been this oversold on the daily since its I can't even talk. Capitulation to $1.39 in March of 2020. It then pumped 31,000% to $430. Now, I don't think that we're gonna do another a 31,000% run. If we did do that, it would absolutely be crazy. It would be parabolic. But I do suspect that it is probably one of the most oversold assets within the space right now. I don't need to tell you guys that. The chart pretty much tells you guys exactly how oversold this is. We pretty much have to wait till we have confirmation on a clear bottom here. I still think that the upside potential is extremely massive here. I think that this has a bright future. Like I said, interoperability is key for a lot of these major markets. We even look back on July 2020, blockchain and interoperability key to mass adoption. Like I've said, interoperability is a big stepping stone, especially in terms of major use cases in the financial markets and stuff like that. And of course, you did see, going all the way back to 2019, see it targets interoperability for bank blockchains with Overledger. So, all banks, all financial institutions and stuff like that are going to be connected through Overledger. It's been their clear goal since 2018 at least. Overledger aims to open blockchain's borders and facilitate development of multi-chain applications. I think that it is coming much faster than most people actually expect. And of course, when we look back even to 2018 again, Quant Networks Overledger is set to harness blockchain technology to power the next industrial revolution. And when we're talking about the fourth industrial revolution, it is essentially digitization of payments and this entire massive new system that we've been discussing that is going to be ushered in at a very rapid pace. And I don't think people are prepared for it. And I clearly see the overall viewpoint that QNT is essentially the plumbing that will help this future payment system really run and really be ushered in. So with that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.